Hello, everybody, and welcome to Malty Monday. On tonight's feed, we're going to be featuring the Hefeweizen style. It's a German wheat ale with yeast that is suspended in the beer itself. But let's go ahead and just say hello to the chat real quick. We got Craft Beer Force saying he was first, and cheers. And then we got Paul Middlefru. He says, when I can get it, Eyinger, I guess, BuMpY is a great Hefeweizen. I hope one of you bring it to the panel tonight. Well, maybe if we have anybody else join the panel tonight, that might pop up. But for the panel I have starting right now, we have Life is Beautiful.
Hello.
Anthony. Jojo from Jojo Ciders.
Yes.
Lone Star, right down below him. Craft Beer Pours. And his lovely wife, Trish. Keep sipping. What are we going with?
Keep sipping.
All right. And then we got Michael Kormaroff.
Hello.
We do have some folks in the basement. We got Bearman waiting down below. We got Whiskey Scout and Thomas Metal 75. So we'll be rotating through to get everybody up. And cheers, Anonymous Coward. All right, let's get the BJCP readout of this. And the overall impression. Now, it just says Weiss beer, and that will be mentioned down below when I get to the comments and stuff. But it says a pale, refreshing German wheat beer with high carbonation, dry finish, a fluffy mouthfeel, and a distinctive banana and clove yeast character. Skip through all this stuff because we're all going to talk about our beers anyways, and you'll get the gist. Comments. These are refreshing, fast-maturing beers that are lightly hopped and show a unique banana and clove yeast character. These beers often don't age well and are best enjoyed while young and fresh. The version BuMpY is served with suspended yeast. The crystal version is filtered for excellent clarity. The character of a crystal Weizen is generally fruitier and less phenolic than that of the Weiss beer BuMpY or Hefe. May be known as Hefeweizen, particularly in the United States. History. While Bavaria has a wheat beer tradition dating back hundreds of years, brewing wheat beer used to be a monopoly reserved for Bavarian royalty. Modern Weiss beer dates from 1872 when Schneider began production. However, pale Weiss beer only became popular since the 1960s. It is quite popular today, particularly in southern Germany. All right. And I'm just going to pass it over to Life is Beautiful because he has a little bit of history that he's going to talk about on this. So you can go ahead and start that.
Yeah, so I'm actually surprised at how detailed that history was. It was pretty well done. I got a little bit extra to add on to that. So it is unknown what exact year the Hefeweizen was started, but it was likely the late 1400s or very, very early 1500s. Additionally, it was likely originally created by Bavarian brewing monks who were experimenting with using wheat as an alternative for barley so that more grain could be used for more important resources such as bread or other type of food sources. The reason this theory exists is Bavaria had actually undergone several years of very, very bad barley harvest during this time, and barley was becoming rapidly more expensive and harder to source. And this beer was an instantaneous, huge success. It spread rapidly throughout Germany, becoming the preferred beer choice for people in positions of power like noblemen and the Bavarian royal family. However, in 1516, the Hefeweizen faced somewhat of an extinction event when the Bavarian purity law was put into effect, making it illegal to brew or sell beer using any other type of malt besides barley. However, the ban on Hefeweizen was very short-lived, as only a few years later, the usage of wheat was amended into the law at the behest of the Bavarian upperclassmen who missed their favorite style of beer, making Hefeweizen the first beer to ever receive an exemption to the Bavarian purity law and solidifying it as the style we know now and love. There is a little bit of a conspiracy theory revolving around it. Some people think that the wheat was outlawed that way. The Bavarian noblemen were able to keep kind of a monopoly on it, and they were selling exclusivity and brewing rights to very specific people who could bribe them for it. So kind of an interesting history going on there. The beer I'm going to be drinking is from Bavaria. It is the Paulaner Hefeweizen beer. And this is the Netratrube. I can never pronounce that word, but basically it's like the real deal, hazy and all that jizz. So let's go ahead and pour it in the glass. And I suck at brewing Hefeweizens. I've been having anxiety about pouring this one all day. I always get way too much head in it. I should have chose a smaller glass too. Dang, it's taking forever. All right. Man, this is.
I should have been prepared for a speech there.
I know. I should have went ahead and poured this thing out beforehand, man.
This is the head battle.
Yeah. Yeah, just heads up, everyone. So this thing is absolutely stupid with head, and it's mostly my fault. It is, of course, the Hefeweizen's always going to have a huge, fluffy, luxurious head, but this is like 2 hands worth. But if we look down here, we do have a beautiful orange vibe, very carbonated, just thousands and thousands of little tiny bubbles rushing up to form this monstrosity. The head, completely dense, thick, cloud-like, fluffy, beautiful, ever so off yellow, kind of khaki color to it. But the density of it is what's so impressive to me. It's just so compact. And moving on to the aroma, the thing I love so much about Hefeweizens is that big banana and spice blast. As I was pouring it, I was just getting shotgunned in the nose by overripened bananas. You're getting a lot of clove, you're getting a touch of white pepper. And for me, I always pick up just a hint of cinnamon on it. Just absolutely delicious. And it blends so well with the sweeter, ever so toffee-like malt. But time to move on to the taste. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna drink this.
Cheers.
Ridiculous. All right. So to me, Paulaner makes the best Hefeweizen. It's my absolute favorite. Why I went and got it. Everything I said on the nose translates into the taste. The only difference is it's not quite so much a banana bomb in the flavor. It's a lot more balanced. You actually end up getting a hint of like a bubblegum like sweetness. And it comes across a bit like juicy fruit, that type of vibe. Absolutely love it. Malt definitely shows up a little bit more. A little honey, a lot more of that toffee, and fresh baked banana bread. It's so dang good. Mouthfeel, very light. It does have a bit of a fullness to it that you get from that wheat. Carbonation is just sizzling all up and down the tip of your tongue. And it just drinks so dang smooth. No alcoholic glow, just a damn good beer. So thank you.
Awesome. At Paulaner's, that's one of my favorite Hefeweizens. And I didn't grab it because I've had it so many times. So I was just like, I'll grab some to have it.
Yeah. It's a classic.
All right. JoJo.
Yes.
It's up to you.
All right,
now.
guys. So I have the Hofbräu Hefeweizen, and this is 5.1% alcohol by volume. It is 22 IBUs, has 22 IBUs, and it was first established in 1589. So I was like minus 300, so it's pretty old. Are we going in with the pour now to BuMpY?
Yep, go through the whole thing.
Okay.
We'll just do like the your afterthoughts afterwards, like if you want to score it or whatever you want to say after we all go
Okay. So I guess this originally got really popular. The brewery's been there since like 1589, but supposedly soldiers, foreign soldiers, would go to the breweries and they would bring back the bottles, the HB logo, and it got really popular. So that's kind of how it spread a little bit, the word. And now they have a bunch of franchises in the United States. This one's from Pittsburgh. So I'll go in with the pour here. A lot of head, yep.
It's going to be an epidemic tonight.
I poured mine already.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I mean, I like to. Some people might do this. Some people don't. You like to swirl like the last quarter of an inch or so, just kind of get the yeast back up there, the sediment. Nice frothy head there. Like, gosh, 4-finger head, maybe a little more. A lot of bubbles kind of streaming up. I don't know if you can see that. Really nice color, yellow, almost like a peach gold. You can see the yeast there as well. The sediment kind of going toward the top. Good looking beer though. Looks very creamy too. Going in with the aroma. You get that bubble gum right off the bat. A lot of banana. Touch of lemon citrus as well. I'm actually getting a little bit, which is interesting. I'm getting a little bit of orange too, which I feel like is more in the Belgian wheat beers. But getting a little bit of an orange here too, and get that spicy note too with a lot of these Hefeweizens. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, really good. You get that banana note, clove, spice. Very creamy. A little bit of lemon too. Very smooth tasting though. This is like the perfect beer for like a hot summer day. Really good. Yeah, definitely. I'd say bubblegum is bubblegum banana is kind of running the show, but really good. And I'm a little over the score for you guys, but so far so good.
Awesome. Well, Brandon, I think you're in for a treat. That sounded pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Now you enjoy your bubblegum and beer, right?
I love it.
So Lone Star, you are the next one to go.
All righty. Well, first of all, thanks, BuMpY, for having me on your panel. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you for being here.
Very welcome. Today, I'm going to be trying the Schneiderweiss, the original batch number 7. They've been brewing since 1872. So I did a little bit of research on these guys, and they've been around for quite a while. This beer comes in at 5.4 ABV. It is a product of Germany, but it is brewed in New York.
Nice.
Crack into it and maybe.
Nobody's had any volcanoing bottles yet, so that's good.
Almost, not quite.
I'm trying to take lessons from the first two and try not to get the massive head on there.
Is that a dimple mugged stein that you have?
Absolutely. See, it's a nice amber color.
Nice pour.
Nice. Yeah, fingerhead. Smell, can definitely smell a little bit of the clove. A little bit, like a small hint of banana. Not a whole lot of banana, but it's a very, very small hint. And I smell a little bit of nutmeg in there as well. Going for the taste and see what the taste is.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Again, with the taste, it's it's a very, very small hint of banana. It's not very overpowering whatsoever, so it's not the main thing. The most flavor I get is the clove taste out of this. It's got a real good clove and nutmeg taste. A little bit spicy on the yeast, not too bad. The mouth feels a nice moderate feel, not too much carbonation. So all in all, it's very, very good beer.
Nice.
Very good Hefeweizen. Cheers.
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 All right, B.
What's up? What's up? So I also just had to go check on the kiddo real quick, but we have same thing as Joe's got up there. The Hefeweizen out of Germany, and ours was actually imported. I think he said Pennsylvania. Ours looks like it came from Nevada, so that's where ours was imported from. I did pour it up just in case, but the head died down quite a bit. Carbonation is nice. A lot of little bubbles going on there. Mine looks like it's a little bit lighter than Joe's is. Might just be the lighting, but golden straw-like color. Smells very crisp, very some spiciness coming through on it. Definitely some bubble gum coming through on it. Smells good. Not quite up my alley, but smells like it's going to be refreshing. So cheers. Give it a
Cheers.
shot. Joe said all the good stuff. So cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Smooth, crisp, very sweet aftertaste. Definitely also dry on the back of my palate after I take a sip of it. Flavors are very, let me take another sip. A little bit of spiciness, a little bit of tanginess. Definitely the clove coming through. Slight banana, but not huge on the banana notes. I'm definitely getting more of the spicy and clove on this one myself. So overall, though, very refreshing, very nice. Definitely could kick back in this hot summer grilling and have this be a nice sidekick for that. So that's my piece. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. They do make
Cheers.
a nice summer drinker for sure. Michael.
Okay, mine
Umra.
is the Benedictiner Weiss beer at 5.4%. And I tried to do the same thing after the warning and was able to control the head, but the head has declined. It was probably to the top of the glass, and now it's down to half a finger. Still holding up a very nice, pleasant, white, smooth head. And I guess the color is kind of like golden. And I don't know if you can tell with the light, but there's a very heavy, small bubble stream coming up. So the carbonation should be pretty good. Let me give it a nose. I'm getting banana. I'm getting the bubble gum. I'm getting the spice. And a little bit of the malts, too. Very pleasant nose. Let me give it a taste. Cheers.
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 Okay, the taste follows the nose, and maybe a little bit of clove on the taste as well, which I didn't get in the nose. Very easy drinking. Carbonation definitely is there. Well carbonated and light mouthfeel. Very drinkable. It goes down very easy, very smooth. And this is the kind of beer like people have been saying on a warm summer or late spring evening or day would be wonderful. I would definitely recommend it. Come back and give you my score.
Awesome.
Very good.
So we're gonna go back to Life is Vertical. So we're gonna get actually got some people rotated in, but I want to get through what you guys think of your beers first before I start rotating in.
All right.
So Anthony.
Yeah. So once again, drinking the Paulaner Hefeweizen beer. It is and probably will forever be one of my favorite beers of all time. It is just my go-to summer crusher. And, this bottle is absolutely no exception. The warmer this beer gets in my hand, the better it gets. I loved it when I first tasted it on this stream, and I'm loving it even more now. All the flavors just get so much more exaggerated, so much in your face. So I got to say, if I would have started off saying it was a 9, I would say it's a 9.5 now out of 10. And it's just a classic, absolutely must have, must try. So that's all I can say. For a Hefeweizen beer, I would say it's up there for setting the standard. So for the style, I would say a perfect 10.
Nice.
Awesome.
To me,
It's you. Yep.
all right. So this is a really good medium mouthfeel. Forgot to mention this is actually owned by the government in Germany, which is interesting. And Hopbrau is one of the 6 Munich breweries as well that you see in Oktoberfest. And I think the yeast they use is from like South Germany, Bavaria, which is one of the reasons why you get that banana note in there as well. The specific type of yeast they use for this one in particular. But it's very good. You do 1 to 10, BuMpY, for the score?
You do whatever you want to do. You don't even have to give a score. I leave it up to you.
I'm going to give it like a 97 out of 100 then. I think it's excellent, outstanding. I even say world class. This is like one of the top Hefeweizens in my opinion. So definitely recommend it, guys.
Good.
All right. And with mine, I have to say, I'm drinking the Schneider Weiss. It's my first time having this, so it's a true review. It's my first one I've ever had. With the smell, with the color, the pour, the taste, everything all combined, I would probably give it a strong 89 out of 100. It is a very good beer. I can see why everybody's wanting to drink it during the summertime. It is a very crisp summertime beer. So,
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, us got the Hofbräu there as well. It was very good, actually. Crisp, refreshing. Definitely, absolutely 100% of a summer crusher. Nice, low, decent ABV, but it's packed full of a lot of nice flavors with the spiciness and the banana and the clove. So it's pretty decent. So on my personal rating scale of a no, a so-so, or go out and get it, if you're looking for a Hefe, I'd say go out and get this one. It's very nice, very drinkable, very crushable, very nice brew. So cheers.
Cheers. Very good.
Cheers.
Now, the Hofbräu, they're not like the same as Hacker Shore, right?
No, it's different.
Totally different. Okay.
No.
Michael, are you doing a BuMpY 50-point inspection?
No, I'm just checking out what I'm going to do. I'm going to give mine a 94 though. It's bordering. It's an A, but it's at the low end of the A scale.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot, and I would definitely buy it again.
So everybody seems to at least enjoy it, and I think everybody agrees so far that they're great beer to probably drink during the summertime.
Oh yeah, it's hard to go wrong with the Hefeweizen.
Right.
So before anybody drops out, goes in the basement, whatever you want to do. If anybody wants to help create the polling afterwards, like I said, we got so many people in. Probably create a Google Hangout, unless there's somebody else that wants to create a Google Hangout afterwards, and we can just all kind of join that. can leave it in the links. So like if you have anything you want to do, if you don't want to hang around in the basement, anything like that, if you drop off, feel free to do whatever you want to do. But if you want to come back, just be looking for that Google Hangout link so we can try to create a poll if you want to do so. And see, I got 4 people down there now. 4. I got Flocko just joined up in. So I'm gonna have four folks. If you want to drop yourselves out, choose whoever wants to go. But if you have any shout outs you want to do, plug your own channel type deal, anything you want to say before you go, now's your time to do that too.
All right, I'll head out now because I got to wake up in about 4 hours to start smoking a brisket. So I'm Life is Brutiful. I do a YouTube channel where we talk about beer history and the more esoteric aspects of it. I leave the beer reviews up to everybody else because they're a lot better at it than me. But only thing I got to say that's coming up, me and Beer Man have a collaboration, so stick around for that. Thank you so much, BuMpY. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the after show. No,
I appreciate having all you guys joining, and it's been great. It's always fun to have, my folks that keep coming back for more, and new folks coming in as well. So I definitely appreciate you having here, and also with of course, your knowledge on the history of things, how you dig into that stuff. And
I appreciate it, my friends.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see y'all later. I'll stick in the chat though.
Bye. Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, I'll drop off to BuMpY, JoJo cider reviews and more, new channel, so check it out. I say ciders, but I've actually reviewed more beers, but I do ciders too. So thanks for having me on, BuMpY. I'll probably hang around. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you for joining, JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo.
Yep. Bye.
And I'll drop off as well. First of all, thanks again, BuMpY, for having me on panel. I greatly appreciate you giving me the opportunity. I'm Lone Star Beer Reviews, kind of a newer channel, so kind of doing reviews of all the Texas beer, whether it be a craft beer, commercial beer, nano beer, just whatever it can be. I try to do more Texas beer reviews than anything. So, again, thank y'all very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Lone Star.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I'll drop out too.
All right, B.
I'll drop out too. So cheers. Thanks so much for having me. Cheers, everybody in the chat. Grab your pours. Check me out on YouTube.
Take care.
See you, Bumps.
And Instagram and TikTok and
Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and everywhere. All right. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining, B. Cheers.
I will leave too if somebody else comes.
Let's see. I got.
You said you had 4.
Yeah, I just got 4. So I'm going to bring up now. Oop, it moved. I'm going to bring up Beer Man.
Hi.
Bring up Whiskey Scout. Thomas Meadow. And
Rick.
Flocko.
I think that guy above me should stick around. I'm going to talk about his beer. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I will go last. That's how I do it. So, but yeah, cheers. Cheers to this panel that's been coming in. Appreciate you guys doing this, and also the chat that sticks around. I know it can probably be kind of boring being in the chat sometimes, especially when we're not really reading what the chat's saying. I do appreciate you all for showing up to these things and commenting and watching. And I hope you guys are all drinking too, because really would be no fun without that. So, Beer Man, you are first on my scope to go. So, show us what you're working with.
All right, I've got Weihenstephaner's Hefeweizen beer.
Yes.
Hello.
One of the world's oldest beers.
Weihenstephaner. However, Weihenstephaner. Okay. This is a 5.4% German hef. It's what is this, like a 1.9 fluid ounces? So 24, 20. What is that?
There's plenty.
It's a lot of beer. So anyway, yeah, let's try it. I couldn't find a date. These guys, since 1040. They've been around a long time.
You couldn't find a date, but at least we're here.
This glass is wet. I had to run and get another one because I noticed chips on the edge. I didn't want to take down glass. So I just didn't want to take a chance. But let's go ahead and open. Hopefully I don't get a head. I did twirl it a little to kind of get some bottom shit coming out.
At least we had commentary during this pour.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it went on the table. All right. So we got a pretty beer here, man. Oh my God. This is about a 2-finger head. Oh man. Yeah, you get the clove, you get banana. Hardcore. And it's almost like a medicinal kind of phenol coming out as well. Like I don't know, there's the clove phenols and the like a medicinal kind of touch to it. Not quite band-aidy or anything like that, but has that kind of I don't know, like a numbing. So it must be the clove, the spice. So get the malt, kind of a sweet malt on the side. It's kind of nice. Smells good. Got a white, creamy, frothy head. Nice, awesome, thick head. Lacing's already starting up. Very fast rising bubbles in there. Very turbid. It's a little more like a wheat, it's hazy, but more lighter at the bottom of the glass, and then it gets a little more amber at the top of it. So it's got kind of some layers of color. Let's go ahead and taste this.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Don't try to say cheers with a mouthful of Hefe.
Who's Hefe? What?
Wow, there's you get the clove, you get the spices, you get a slight, some banana, you even get some like apricot in there or something, some kind of like a weird stone fruit action going in there. It's starts out very frothy and bubbly and fizzy on the tongue, pushes back, kind of just rolls into this like crazy fruity, spicy, clovey, banana, peachy, apricot-y likeness. It's got a dry finish, a little longer actually. It's malty. It's nice and malty. Creamy mouthfeel. Real lifting and light, easy to drink. Yeah, it's dry in the back, kind of chalky around the tongue. In the back
good.
there. Very good. Very good beer. Excellent. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Whiskey Scout, it's your turn.
All right, I thought I'd break with tradition just a little bit and go with something made in the U.S. Because I have like I showed BuMpY earlier, a Goaler, but we'll just, for brevity, we'll just do one. Anyway, it is a Hefeweizen. It is a Bavarian-style wheat ale. It's 5.2% alcohol by volume, 13 IBUs, 12 fluid ounces. Made with, this is from the bottle, made with imported wheat, barley malts, imported hops, water, and yeast. Brewed and packaged in Kansas City Beer Company. Had it before, like it. It's unfiltered, and whatever DECOCTED, decocted means, I have no clue.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think
It's a decoction mash. I think that's when they start off at a lower temperature, and then they boil a little bit of the side mash, and then they add it, raise up the temperature.
Well, damn.
All right. See, I learned something. I didn't know what that meant.
Welcome to
Anyway, now I will run with one of my old Erdinger glasses because it's the proper glass, even though it's shaped like a soccer ball on top. It still works.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice cup.
They were a few years ago when it was during World Cup. Erdinger it was same price as a normal package of Erdinger beer, so I just bought one with the cups. I got two of them. All right. I got little thin fingers, little fat thin fingers, 3-finger head, white head.
We ain't gonna judge.
Over in Germany, now I was stationed over there. If I remember right, this is the one we would drop rice grains in over there when they would serve. Life is Beautiful might be able to expound more upon that. But I was thinking this is the one they'd always put a few rice grains in, and it would just all it did was create more effervescence. It is hazy, nice and carbonated. You get the malty and the yeasty right on top, and you get the banana on the nose. This is good. I've already had a couple, guys, so you guys take too long.
Cheers.
Banana, juicy fruit gum, right off the top. Juicy fruit gum, a lot.
Yeah.
Really sweet in that aspect of sweetness that you get from like a juicy fruit gum. It's not overly sweet or nothing, but you get that sweetness developed. Still get the yeast. And there's like a almost, like Beer Man said, there's even a chalkiness as it dries out. And when he said that, I knew exactly what he was talking about after the first couple. But it does develop a certain chalkiness right there, a dryness in the back that kind of sticks around. I would have never thought of that descriptor if you hadn't come up with it. But it works with this. I mean, it's what it is, even with this one. Very good. Conceptually, for an American-made Hefeweizen, I've had a lot of Hefeweizens, even when I was stationed over there, and I've enjoyed them all. And this one's right up there with them. I really enjoy it. So, and I like Hefeweizens. I'm going to like Life is Beautiful. When I was over there, if you was to take a poll of what I drink the most, it'd be Hefeweizens and some Dunkels and Pilsners after that, but mostly Hefeweizens. There's a citrus element to it too. It's not heavy, it's just a little light citrus element that lingers in the back. Okay. Eric's next.
It slaps the taste buds right out of your mouth if you ask to be served a lemon or an orange peel on your wheat beer in German.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Damn straight. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring my own review to Michael Komaroff and the beer he chose this evening as well. Benedictiner Weiss beer, again, 5.4%. This one wants to be consumed by the 23rd of next month, and obviously we're getting that done. This is a pint, 0.9 fluid ounces, 500 milliliter can, and I'm serving it in the Weinstefaner glass. So where you see the lacing, right about to that dot was where the lacing and the head started its life. So it had a pretty nice head, and the more that you poured in the end of the beer with the suds, the more you got the wheat and the unfiltered nature of the beer swirling around in there, and it darkened up the beer. It wasn't that dark initially, but towards the end of the can, it does darken up. This is water, wheat malt, barley malt, hops, and yeast. So there you go. Not very hoppy beer style at all. The nose on this one I'm finding has a lot of spicy, like cooking spice, like maybe like fruit cake kind of spicy notes to it. Definitely has some orange to it, some citrusy notes. Definitely has maybe even a little bit of like a vanilla-ish note. And definitely the wheat element and the graininess is throughout that beer. And it does smell crisp and fairly clean, nothing funky about the yeast strain. So very light and refreshing smell. Cheers.
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 So yeah, when it warms up, as it's been sitting around for the last 39 minutes, it has definitely come up in its body a little bit. It's a little bit on the sticky side, not really that bad. There's more of like a brown bready, baker's spicy kind of a flavor to it, to the yeast strain. Definitely getting citrusy notes, and I'm definitely getting what's that note? Yeah, I guess it is a little bit on the bubblegum side. I guess that's what I'm trying to imagine the sweetness like. But this one is so much to me more on that spicy bready malt side, a little bit of that in the background. It doesn't cut your head off in the sweetness department. So if you don't really like sweet beers, I don't think you really have to worry about Hefeweizens all that much. Maybe the Belgian kinds and some of the mass-produced ones in the United States might give you more of that sweetness if you're looking for that, the flavored kinds. But this one is just a classic, really good standby Hefeweizen, I think. And I don't know if Michael Kormoff had anything else to add to the Benedictiner, but we're going to get to the ratings very shortly here. So far, so good.
Awesome. Thank you. So, Flacco.
Nice. So I went ahead and there's a local brewing company here in town, the Libo Brewing Company. They're Hefeweizen. I mean, straight up got the name on it. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. It's meant to be their depiction on the style. And I've had this one a few times on tap at the actual brewery. It's dope every time. It hits all the good notes, the banana cloves. You know, it kind of got like a little, like it has kind of got a little bit more of a mouthfeel. I like it, man. I was gonna pour it up in the other glass, but it's dirty. But this is what it is. It is nice, man. Look, I mean, it's a nice, beautiful haze straw color there, man. It is kind of got some medium, thicker, loose body bubbles on it, and the smell is just good, man. It's just really inviting. You get the spices on it. Some nice little, I want to say citrusy, not too creamy or nothing like that, but just a nice little citrusy notes on it with some spice on it, and some peachy smell. Apricot. I want to say more apricot than peachy, but still some peachy on it too, man. Very good, man. Always refreshing on this one. This one's 0.3% on the alcohol by volume on this one. Go ahead. Get into it. And it's just amazing, man. Easy drinker. Definitely one of those patio beers, man. I think this style is definitely just meant for that kind of thing, you know. On a hot day at a live music fest, you know, that's what, you know, they have these, man. It's always good to have them. It's just really, really nice. The cloves work, but it works. The spice works. It's light, refreshing. You can toss it back like it's nothing. If you're not too careful, you can have maybe one too many. But this style is always a great style that I you know what I mean? It's not as light as the lagers. It got a little bit more taste to them. You know what I mean? It's just always nice, man. It's always nice.
Getting a little bit. I think I remember that flavor I was trying to pick up. Is anybody getting a little bit of like a honey-like sweetness to their beer? Maybe that's more what I'm getting than like just straight up bubble.
I'm not getting honey,
but that is in there.
Like the orange.
Well, now I'll have to look for honey when I drink mine.
That'd be crazy.
But you know, I never heard anybody describe it as the juice bubble gum. I've never heard that description, juicy fruit bubble gum. But that does, you know, notes on that. Like it's not that one sweetness. It's not like a sugary like that. It's juicy fruit has a very distinct sweetness to it. You know, that gum has a very distinct taste, and then I think you get that off of this.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I've never heard that before, man. Robert, that's a very good, just very good descriptor.
So the beer that I brought,
and that's what it is, and the smell.
You got in the smell too, yeah.
Yep. All right, go ahead, man.
Got the Julius Ector Hefe Witbier. Hell, it says too. So this thing says almost everything except Hefeweizen on it, but it is a Hefeweizen. So this is a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle, and it is 5.3% ABV. It's best by September 2020. Pour. Didn't have as large of a head as a couple of like Anthony's, and who else had a large head in there? I think JoJo may have. So I poured it with the glass fairly sideways for the most part, and then the swirl thing got the rest of the yeast that was on the bottom of the bottle there mixed in, because it was starting to look almost clear when I first started pouring. In the glass itself, it does the neat thing. I don't know if it's really going to pick up on camera or not, but it's like the thicker part of the glass, it definitely looks more like an orange coloration. So you go down here, it looks more like a goes into like this yellow, dirty water look almost. But it is extremely hazy. The aromas. This one is a fair mix between the clove and the banana notes. A little bit of that weedy type smell as well. This one doesn't smell as clean as some of the Hefeweizens that I've had. This one does have like a little bit of a dirtiness to it in the nose. I'm not picking up on honey. But anyways, first swigs of cheers.
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 The taste, someone.
Yeah, this one has like a more like just a watery taste to it with the wheat that kind of comes through in the forefront, with just a little mix of like a banana and clove kind of covering the tongue afterwards. But it starts off as just this kind of like weaker body wheat ale. Body on it, I'm gonna have to say it's almost going into light. It does do a little bit of a drying effect. So like pretty much like a lighter body with a good medium carbonation to almost pushing towards the higher carbonation level. I'll say right now, this is definitely not my favorite Hefeweizen. The Polliners is, and I've had, I think the Weisstephaner, I think, is better than this one as well. But we're going to get to the scoring right about now. Just going to pass it off to Beer Man.
He's got a legendary beer to discuss.
Oh, this way. Okay.
No,
Stefaner.
Stefana.
There's a commercial in California. Jack Stefan. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway, but no, this as it kind of got warmer, I started getting a little more of the orange coming out. There was some orange. There was some. There was a little, as Anthony said, there was a little banana bread character to this. A little bit of like that nutty walnut also flows around it a bit, and then that bready kind of cooked bread in the oven. That sweet bread they use for banana bread with all the spices, the banana, the clove, whatever. It's all good, but it is like eating a banana bread. It's kind of good. This is a traditional beer. They've been around for fucking ever. It's a great beer. It's definitely a 5 in my opinion, number 5. So I really liked it. Cheers.
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 On the KC Beer Company, that's a solid 93 for me. It's really good. It's everything you want. It's missing, for instance, no, Sitton did this, but I did it any damn way. The Gawler here, it's got more of a bready component to it. It has a lot less of the juicy fruit note. It's a lot more bready in that aspect, a lot more thick, dense, even more orange in the color. This is better. This is better than this would be a 95. Anyway, sticking with the KC, it's a good, yes, winter time or summertime, springtime, summertime, hot time, great beer. You can just buy a 6-pack there, $8.99 for a 6-pack here. Buy your 6-pack of glasses, throw them in the cooler, let them get cold, and go fishing. You're gonna have a good time.
Excellent. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We got this Benedictiner Weiss
Yeah,
beer,
yeah.
5.4%. There's the label again with Michael Komarov Jr. I don't know. Let's see. The man looks like you on the can, Michael. 86. Is that what they give it on Beer Advocate? Yeah. Not my rating yet. I think it like hits the mark very, very, very well. It's just not doing anything that's knocking my socks off or blowing my mind. So I guess I will go with that 86 there, Michael Komarov, out of 100. And I'm noticing more the same things once it warms up that Whiskey Scout just talked about with his beer is that I'm not getting a giant juicy fruit gum essence to it, but I do understand that with the yeast strain, it's more of that baker's bready kind of note and spices to like a fruit cake kind of taste. So pretty good, but you probably could do better, but if you want like to a T the style, there you go right there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes. Rock off.
I'm gonna go ahead and give mine. I'd say a 90.
Yeah.
90.
Nice.
Very, 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 very good. Very, very good. I really enjoyed this one, man. Stupid good. Nothing I can say, man. It just meets all the criteria. It's one that I feel like I could pound back, which I do have where now I have a flag. But I'm probably gonna pound them back.
Yeah.
And just all good, man. I'm off tomorrow, so
Nice.
cheers to Malty Monday.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers to a break from work.
For 12 weeks. Huh?
Oh, so I got the Julius Actor. I am gonna say really, really far from being my favorite Hefeweizen. Polliner definitely still stands as the favorite for me that I've had. And I'm gonna give this one. You can drink it. You can drink it.
Yeah.
Like everybody else was saying, it's something you could definitely drink in the summertime. It would go down well. And the flavor of the Coors Banquet and this, they're almost similar. I don't know. I think I'm going to give this one an 82 out of 100, just because it is palatable. But it's far from having the great flavors I've tasted in some other Hefeweizens, even American brewed ones I've had that were much closer to the styles I really like that come from Germany. And this is actually out of Germany. I don't think I mentioned that, but product of Germany, it says it right there.
Your money.
So that's that. What I do want to ask is, as you noticed, I did this a little bit differently with the popping up people and stuff like that out of the panel that's in here and also in the chat. Which way would you prefer? Do you like it when I bring up somebody to do their full tasting up as one box, or do you like it more where you can see everybody while somebody's doing there?
I like the group thing better, like you did today. But I don't know.
I did, yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Sure.
I like this.
I don't mind either way out, but
you bring them
I'll
all
go
introduce it, and then
I don't mind, but it does take the stress off.
I like that.
yeah, that's a way to look at that, beer man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. It's all
You don't got to do the makeup as much.
Right.
That's all I love.
I mean, it is hard to obviously see the beer, to present it on a smaller screen, but
That's true.
I did want to at least show off the bottles. That's why I do that first Zoom thing. So I guess I'll keep it going this way then, if this is the preferred style. So like I said, I want to, since we had so many panel members, I want to create a Google Hangout. So I don't know if there's anyone in here that wants to create a Google Hangout that we can all go to. Those that want to join to create the poll and just have an after party. If not, I can create one after ending this as well. So I want to thank once again everybody coming in the chat and whoever's just watching. Hopefully you guys are all drinking along with the styles of beers that we're doing. Want to thank my panel that the other half is gone now, but except for Jojo, he's still down there in the basement dwelling. But he's but yeah, everybody that was on tonight, appreciate you all for joining. And hopefully you can all come back next Monday if you want.
Michael, check
I'm down
but
again.
It would be great to have you all back next Monday for whatever we choose. We don't even know what's going to be the beer, but we will create that poll. And cheers, drunken one.
Michael Kormaroff, check the private chat, and I'll give you that rundown real quick on that Gawler.
Okay, I see it.
In case you want to put it in there.
Okay.
I know you like to keep track of it.
I have room on the top to put it in.
Got a journal.
Whiskey bonus.
So we'll go through. We'll go through right now. If anybody wants to shout out their channel or anything else that they got going on, now is your time to do that.
Just
my Taco's beer reviews.
Yeah.
Great comment, subscribe.
There you go. Go to my about page and you'll see my lineup. Try to keep things daily, so cheers.
Cheers.
Thank
Not
you.
much, just anything whiskey related. I got to put some more content out. I've been lazy. So. But other than that, yeah. If you got questions,
So do I.
I can help to answer them. I will do my best.
Good man right there.
Other than that, I love Hefeweizen, but that's
Get up in the chat.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
I guess I'll say watch Jay Terrio, a Wildcard Wednesday, 30 Eastern Standard Time. We do whatever, and then the first Wednesday of every month there's a topic. I'm sure you can go on to Louisiana Beer Reviews and comment and ask, and you shall receive the answer because I don't know what it is yet. And then Alex, the beer master, does Goldfish this Friday with beer pairings. Yeah.
Awesome.
Other than that, watch
Alex Fridays, man. Yo, Alex.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me because I did forget what it was going to be for Alex's Food Friday.
Goldfish.
My first time ever. I think I forgot.
And Stout Sunday, John and Illy will again be hosting on Sunday from Alabama.
Oh, nice.
And he will be hosting on
Okay.
10:30 Eastern Daylight Time.
So Drunken One actually created a hangout, so we can all go to that.
He dropped the link.
He dropped it right there in the chat as well.
Cool.
So if we wanna go over there, we can finish partying and create a poll.
Party on, Garth.
So I just want
Party on
to
away.
thank you all. Next Multi Monday, we'll see what's going to be the beer. I will take the polling down after Wildcard Wednesday ends, which is typically around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So you have from whenever the poll goes up, which is usually going to be sometime tonight or early tomorrow morning, depending on how the night goes. And then you'll have until Wednesday and until about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to vote. It will be placed in our various Google Hangouts. If you have one of our Google Hangout chats that you're in, you can find them there to vote. If you are not part of our Google Hangouts and you wish to place your vote, then I will put a link to it in this video in the description. So once this one's up on the YouTube, it will be down in the description there. So a couple of different places to find it. And
Jesse, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, well, no, thank you. Thanks
thank
for
you,
joining,
Jesse.
Michael. Awesome seeing you all. And cheers to everybody. And we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
See you on the next Multi Monday.